Finally, I gotta find out how Ronald survived getting shot in the heart.
Now that he's back, I guess Denise won't be marrying Eric after all. Now maybe he and Jenny can have the life they deserve.
But George sure has his hands full, huh? He finally gets Caroline to talk after 2 years, and she is all over him.
But she's only 17. He can't have a romance with her.
Tell her that.
Too bad David had to miss the ceremony, huh?
Yeah, well, getting thrown in jail with your dad tends to cut into your day.
And what happened to that gigolo Harlan? Why'd he run off so mysteriously?
Hang on, I think we're gonna find out.
Oh, great. So where do we start?
Where we left off. Denise thought she had Ronald killed, but he's back to stop her wedding.
By the power vested in me in the state of Washington, I now pronounce you...
Denise! I made it.
Ronald!
What's all this? A wedding? Oh, Denise. Oh, what a surprise. Good thing I just happened to be wearing a tux.
What the hell's going on here?
That's her husband.
Husband?
Yes, it's her husband. Ronald, we thought you were dead.
No, merely frozen. After someone tried to do me in on Mount Everest.
And if this isn't the luckiest day in Denise's life, congratulations.
Ronald, this is unbelievable. Please excuse us, everyone. We need a moment alone.
I'd say I've pulled off the surprised act pretty well. Even you look surprised. And you knew I was coming.
Actually, I didn't. You were supposed to be here hours ago.
Sorry, the strangest thing happened. I was shot in the chest.
Then why aren't you dead?
This pocket watch you gave me stopped the bullet.
You mean
Once again, I'd be dead if it weren't for you.
me?
I regained consciousness in a dumpster, covered in coffee grounds, with but one thing on my mind. Get me to the church on time. Whenever you're ready.
Everyone, since my husband Ronald has returned, I think it's only appropriate that we renew our vows.
What about Eric?
Eric? Who's Eric?
Well, I needed to say that somebody was the groom. If they'd known it was you, it would have ruined the surprise.
Yes, of course. Though I fear this leaves poor Eric in the lurch. Are you all right with this, mate?
Absolutely. Take my wife. Please.
What a jerk. I feel so dumb. I had no idea what you were doing was illegal.
Yeah, most people make their major electronic purchases at a biker bar.
It just never occurred to me that you could be...
Thief, look, Red, the world rips you off. I'm only trading my share. It's called commerce.
And they ask where the new philosophers are coming from.
I'm just doing what works. If you want to cut and run, don't let the door hit you on the ass.
I'm not going anywhere, Dad. Excuse me. Where's the men's room?
Yeah, Dad.
What's the matter, son?
I wouldn't want to scare anybody.
Happy days are here again. The skies above are clear again. 'Cause Denise is gone and I get Jen. Happy days are here. Denise, I'm truly sorry it didn't work out for us. I think we had something meaningful. By the way, keep the handcuffs.
Of course. I'm sure we'll be needing them again.
Oh? Planning on pushing Ronald off another mountain?
And what the hell is that supposed to mean?
Ronald may not know what's going on, but I do. So you keep him safe, or I go straight to the police. And you'll be rotting in the pen. Happy days are here again.
God, Mom, there's so many things I wanted to be able to tell you. Like how much I loved you and how I appreciated everything you did for me.
Oh, honey, it must have been so frustrating for you. Unable to speak for 2 years. So withdrawn, you couldn't even write a note.
Write a note.
Eric, I admire a man who can lose so gracefully.
Yes, I was shattered at first. Then I figured, what the hell?
You know, the best thing for a broken heart is a new romance. You should go straight out and get yourself another bird. If I were you, I'd have a go at her sister.
Jenny?
Lovely girl. I'd fancy you'd make quite the couple.
You think so?
Jenny, meet Eric. Eric, meet Jenny. Well, I certainly called that one, didn't I?
No, what? Caroline.
Come on, George.
No, Caroline, if I am to continue as your psychiatrist, it has to be on a strictly professional basis. Otherwise, I simply won't do it.
Okay, I'll be good.
You promise me?
I promise.
Very well. Here are the ground rules. No sneaking up behind me and hugging me. No tricking me into touching you in private places. And most of all, keep your tongue out of my mouth.
I can live with that.
Surprise!
Darling, what the hell are you doing here?
Well, I found myself missing you terribly. So I thought I'd come sit and stare at you all day.
Couldn't you just go home and stare at my picture?
Denise? Oh, hello, Ronald. How was the second honeymoon?
3 days alone with this woman. Need I say any more?
I'm praying you don't. Have you heard anything from Harlan?
No, but he shouldn't be that hard to find. How many pot-bellied male prostitutes are there driving around in Duesenberg?
You watch your mouth, young lady. You are speaking of the man I have put in charge of this company. The man who will guide us into the future.
The man who just made off with the payroll account.
What?
All the paychecks bounced.
Well,
Well, what? No doubt he's out making investments for the company.
Mother, let me put this gently. You're a senile hag. He's probably down in Rio right now spending all of our money and flossing his teeth on somebody's string bikini.
It's my money, and I haven't lost a penny. You'll see when Harlan returns.
You there? Aren't you the bloke who opened the window and knocked me off the ledge?
Well, yes, but she...
Good to see you. You know Denise?
Actually, yes, I'm her assistant.
Fancy that. First I fall off a mountain when I'm with you, and then I fall off a skyscraper when I'm with your aide.
Yes, quite a coincidence. Sort of like running into someone you know at the supermarket.
Precisely.
Well, you better go now, Ronald. I have work to do.
Very well. Love you.
Oh, thank you.
I have to get rid of that imbecile immediately.
Why did you call the hitman? Tell him he missed the spot.
No, killing him now is out of the question. Besides, I have a better idea. I'm going to drive him crazy.
Certainly a time-honored approach to marriage.
No, I mean really crazy. Make him think he's seeing things, hearing things. I'll have him in the nut house by Christmas.
He'll never fall for it. Nobody's that stupid.
Denise, do you have a Band-Aid? I locked the keys in my car and cut myself smashing the windshield.
But you keep a spare key in your wallet.
Right.
Eric? Jenny? Answer the phone, damn it. I know you're there. You're both naked, aren't you? Well, fine. Go ahead and have your fun. But if I were you, I would ask Eric where he really got that cold sore. Well, at least everything that could possibly go wrong today already has.
Hey, Mom, I just got out of jail.
What?
Yeah, Buddy and I were messing around. We had to chill for a while in the slammer. Did you miss me?
Not funny, David. I want the name of this grimy little friend, and I want you to promise me you will never see him again.
I can't do that.
And why not?
Hi, Niecy.
Sonny. Sonny?
You remembered. I'm touched.
What are you doing here?
I had to bring our son back. I thought I'd see how the years had treated you. Not bad.
I still don't understand. What are you doing with David? Wait a minute. You're the buddy that got him arrested.
Actually, it was my fault. You see, Dad told me to get lost while he was fencing this truckload of VCR.
Shut up! And don't call him Dad.
Hey, facts are facts. Although I gotta admit, it's kind of hard to picture you two doing the wild thing.
She used to dress better.
David, listen to me. I know that you and I have had some problems, but punishing me this way isn't going to solve anything.
I'm not trying to punish you. Look, if you're feeling hurt, it's just a bonus.
Kid, why don't you let your mom and I talk for a while?
Sure. Just so long as everybody understands I'm not living with her anymore. I liked it better in jail.
Well, congratulations. What is the world record time for turning a child against his mother?
You managed that one all by yourself.
If you're implying that I haven't been a good parent, you don't know what you're talking about.
Well, how could I? You wouldn't let me see him. You even threw away my Christmas cards.
Oh, all for David's own good. The last thing in the world that boy needs is a lying, stealing, greasy bum for a father.
Don't like grease anymore? What about you and me in the lube pit?
Don't flatter yourself. I slipped.
Several times a day. That was one clumsy summer.
Obviously, years of riding without a helmet have impaired your memory.
My memory is just fine. I'm seeing you on the back of my bike. Your hair streaming out behind you. I'm seeing all the fields we rolled around in and all the trees we laid under. And I'm hearing you say you'll love me forever. Now, if I'm remembering wrong, you can tell me now, Niecy.
And don't call me Niecy.
Hey, Graham. Didn't you just have a portrait painted last year?
Yes, but I look so much younger now. Why don't we take a little break? Well, don't you look the fine young gentleman? What's the occasion?
My arraignment was this morning.
Right. I hope the judge wasn't too hard on you.
No, he gave me community service. Then he drops his pen, and I pick it up, and he says sentence served.
And they say $1 doesn't buy what it used to. Dear, is something else bothering you?
Well, I'd kind of like to know if I could borrow some money.
Oh, what's a Nana for if her grandchildren can't raid her purse for a little pin money?
Great, because I'm moving in with my dad. We need a few minor necessities.
Such as?
Oh, like a place to live.
What if I give you $10,000.
10 grand?
And an all-expense-paid trip to Europe for 6 months.
This is like Wheel of Fortune. Wow, wait till Sonny hears he's gonna see the Louvre.
Sonny won't be going.
What? No way. I thought you cared about me. I thought I could come to you for help.
I am helping you, David. I want to keep you away from that deviant.
What makes you think you can bribe me to stay away from my own father?
I don't know, enormous wealth?
You know better than my mom. In fact, you're worse than her. You're the one who made her who she is.
All right, David, that's enough.
Screwing people over, always bribing them, anything to get what you want.
David, I'm trying to help you.
Oh, that's bull! You blew it with Mom, and now you're blowing it with me. The only difference is I'm not gonna stick around just because you're rich. I'm gone.
I made the lunch reservation for you and Ronald. 1:30 at Monsieur Tito's.
Now, why did you do that?
Because I heard you call and invite him to lunch.
Well, cancel it. I'm not really taking Ronald to lunch. It's part of my plan to drive him crazy.
I had to promise Tito a croquet lesson to get to that table.
Ronald, what are you doing here?
Well, that's a silly question. We have a lunch date.
Today? But you must be mistaken.
No, but you called me at home not half an hour ago and said hurry down.
I called you. Why would I do that? I'm booked solid all day.
But you did call.
I didn't.
Then why am I here?
Well, that's what I'm asking you, darling.
Oh, God.
Oh, Ronald. It's starting again, isn't it?
What's starting?
The hallucinations. The psychotic episodes, you know.
No, I don't know.
Well, yes, you do. We talked about it last night when I found you on the roof in one of my dresses.
I remember no such conversation. Which dress?
Oh, God. The blackouts, too.
Oh, good Lord, will you answer that?
Answer what?
Nothing.
Sure.
Wait. I just realized we don't have to do this.
Actually, one of us does. I'm on final approach. I've already radioed the tower.
I was thinking, Denise is out of the picture. We don't have to hide out here like criminals anymore. We can be like any normal couple. We can get all dressed up and go to that new French restaurant.
Won't it still be open in 20 minutes?
Oh, can't you think about anything but sex?
I prefer to think of it as making love.
But that's my point. Are we making love? And if we're making love, who's making love? I mean, I know it's you and I know it's me, but who are we really? Do you know?
Could you repeat the question?
For a while, I felt like I was losing myself. I want me back. The me you first fell in love with.
But you are the woman I love.
How can you be sure? We've never really had the chance to get to know each other. All we've been doing is making love. Under tables and dark corners and every possible place we can find.
Yeah, it's been hell.
What we've never had the chance for is an old-fashioned romance.
All right, romance it is. Champagne and flowers, candlelight and violins, whatever you want.
Do you really mean that?
Absolutely. I love and respect you and bless the day I met you. And we won't make love again until you say so.
Oh, Eric.
When do you think that might be?
Good Lord. Why do we have a health department?
Been a long time, Mrs. Sandler.
Let's see, when was our last encounter? Was it when I had my gardener chase you with a shotgun? Or when I had my chauffeur force your pig into a ditch?
Hog.
Let's not start name-calling. How can you live like this? Every pore on my skin is slamming like shutters before a hurricane.
So why are you here? Hoping to get lucky?
I'm here about my grandson.
You mean my son?
Oh, it's gonna be like that, is it?
Let's cut the crap and get naked here, Charlotte. David told me he turned down your bribe, so if you're here to threaten me with the police, you can forget it. David and I'll just disappear.
You call that cutting the crap? This is cutting the crap.
If this is a payoff, There is no way.
It's not a payoff. It's a contract. I'm offering you a job as my staff mechanic.
The old job I had before I...
Knocked up my daughter? Yes. As you can see, the salary is very handsome.
Drop the other shoe.
You must come and live at my house. Both of you. I know I can't get David away from you. But this way I can keep him close.
Why are you doing this?
Well, what if I told you that I cared about the boy? That I love him as much as you do?
I'd say you're full of it.
What if I'm not? What if I told you I'm very afraid of losing him the way I have, Denise? What if I said you were the only one who could help me? What if I said, please?
Promise me you won't drink. We don't want to have that problem again.
Problem? What problem?
You're drinking. Don't you remember the delusions? For 6 months, you thought you were Wayne Newton.
Wayne Newton?
Yes, towards the end, you were actually getting some bookings. So, Eric, getting any?
If you're referring to my relationship with Jenny, we're quite happy. She's helped me find the one thing I thought I'd never be able to find again.
Yes, Denise. True love. Love based on emotion, not sex.
So, you aren't getting any.
Denise, please. There's a child present.
I can handle it, Graham. Heck, remember last week when you forgot I was home, I saw you and Uncle Harlan playing Twister in the sauna?
I remember nothing of the kind. God, I liked it better when she was mute.
I have urgent news I felt I should deliver personally.
Roger, toady hours are over at 5.
The police just found Harlan.
Where? In some cheap hotel rolling around naked in our money?
No, at the bottom of Lake Union. Harlan is dead.
God, can you imagine the agony Denise was in having to give up Eric and remarry Ronald?
Yeah.
But don't be too sure Ronald's back for good. Maybe Denise can't kill him, but she can drive him crazy.
Well, I think Denise is the one who'll go nuts. Soon as she finds out Charlotte's invited Sonny to live in the mansion.
Score one for the good side, though. At least things are happier for Eric and Jen.
You know, it's very fishy that Charlotte's boyfriend should die right after he ran off with their company payroll. I wonder what gives.
I don't know. Too bad we have to wait till next week to find out.
But